Welcome back to Bear Path Healing. Today's topic is the Shamans Tools. It's most basic to the Shamans Tools is the Shaman's Mesa, which is also called an altar, and a medicine bundle. So it's kind of hard to see here, but it's all wrapped up with sacred objects inside. Some rattles on the top, and a special talking stick. Now, inside there are sacred objects, which include but are not limited to kuyas, or sacred stones, healing stones. Now, the shaman collects these over the years through tasks that they've done. For instance, as a shamanic practitioner, when I began my studies, you were assigned tasks to do, and you earned these healing stones or kuyas, and find them on your own. Sometimes, believe it or not, they just come to you. You won't be looking for it, and it'll be right there in front of you. And it's like, oh wow, this is what I needed for my next class. So, and also another way is like I've been gifted kuyas by my teachers. For instance, my teacher hikes the Camino de Real in Spain, and she brought a healing stone back for me and gifted it to me. She's also collected some from the Badlands in South Dakota. So the Shaman's Mesa. Now also, shaman works with feather. This would be to tease out like light intrusions or things that need to be extracted. Also, what's used to tease out negative energies is crystal. This one happens to be citrine, and this can be used to tease out heavy energies also. Sound, music is used. It's a flute from Peru. Rattles. This one happens to have a hummingbird on it, which represents one of the sacred directions of the shamans of South America. Now, the rattle can break up stuck heavy energy. And as you notice, I'm talking a lot about energy, which is really what shamans are energy healers, working in the light to bring light back to dark energies or stuck energies. So the rattle. Drums. This drum I actually made myself. I took a class at one of my teachers, and this one actually happens to be buffalo-eyed, which is really hard to get. But you can do what's called a sound wash with the drum, where the person will be standing to the open part of the drum, and you can't tell here, but the person will be feeling the vibration, hearing the drum pounding. This drum is also used for shamanic practitioners to get into a trance-like state when they're going on what's called journeys. There's upper world journeys, lower world journeys, and middle world journeys. Now, the lower world is not to be confused with the Christian lower world, which would be hell or where there's evil that dwells. The lower world for the shamans are where there are spirit animals, power animals. It's a very lush area, moist, rivers, greenery, and so you'll get into a trance-like state with that drumming, and you travel down a spot in nature that you visually know of or that you can imagine, like a hole in a tree or a hole in the ground, and you travel down into what's called unordinary reality. And you get down there and you lose your concept of ordinary thinking. So this is a magical place. Answers come to you, things come to you, things that have always been there for you, but your mind was getting in the way. So your heart, your soul, your gut, your intuition picks up answers, thoughts, feelings. You might actually even get answers from your power animal. So the other journey is the upper world journey, which are spirit guides, angels, archangels. We could be the creator, Father Earth, Grandmother Moon. So you journey to the upper world to meet with spirit guides. Now, the middle world is more of an advanced journeying technique because that of anything, if there were to ever be any danger, the middle world could be the dangerous world, because that's actually where other world spirits usually aren't. It's usually spirits or people from this realm where you actually can possibly get tripped up by them. And that's if you haven't created a sacred space for yourself, which is in another class, calling in directions and calling in spirits, and also surrounding yourself with your Viracocha, sometimes referred to as like an 8th chakra. So another tool of the shaman is spirit water. This one happens to be Palo Santo. That's a sacred wood from South America that they use in Peru. North America, you hear a lot of people using sage to clear air. They don't have sage in Peru, so they use Palo Santo. Now, I also have Lourdes water from France, the Lourdes Grotto, which that water is known to be of really high healing qualities. Now, as you noticed, I've mentioned some Christian aspects and shaman aspects. The thing is, shamanism is not a religion. It's the world's first spiritual field, as a matter of fact. And I was born and raised Catholic Christian. I still am. But I can layer my shamanism in with this. I can call in my helping spirits, which do include angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, the Mother Mary. So just another aspect of shamanism. It's universal. Shamanism is actually worldwide. It's many people think of the Native American shamans, South American. Shamans are in Siberia, Mongolia, basically everywhere. So that's about it today for Shamans Tools. And our next class will feature calling in the spirits and the directions. Thank you.